Oh boy. This hike is already an adventure and we haven't even gotten to the trailhead. So yeah, I'm out on a bit of a scouting mission today. I was checking out this trailhead just up the road a little bit, and I'm meeting Foresty Forest there in a couple days. We're gonna spend a couple nights hiking out to an abandoned plane wreck. So there's a plane that crashed out there in the 50s. It's pretty remote. There is a route to the plane that has been posted online, but we're gonna try to take a bit of a shortcut. So I think we are more or less pioneering a new route out to this plane wreck. I have to give Foresty all the credit on this one. He did all the planning for this trip, but I am super excited. I think this is gonna be super cool. Probably shouldn't get more than like a few hundred calories from jelly beans a day, right? So it's a rainy day today. Means it's gonna be kind of wet when we start out tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. And I'm just doing some food prep. I've got 2 nights dinner, mac and cheese and tuna for one night, and then beans, rice, Fritos, and cheese for another night. And then yeah, I'm just gonna be snacking on nuts, jelly beans, you gotta have candy, some bars, granola for breakfast, and I'm going to make some PB&Js for lunch. Core every day. Hey, no, that's not for you, Rocco. So what do you think? Are we gonna make it to the plane wreck?
This is looking pretty dicey, but I mean, if you're down, I'll give it a shot. I was ready to go. If it was just me here alone, I'd be out of here. It's up to you to carry the torch on this one.
You know, it's serious when I'm shaving my knees. A little sloshy, but feels pretty balanced, which is always a struggle. Nope, our weather window closed. I was in denial yesterday, but the reality of waking up to 2 to 3 centimeters of snow on the ground in a tent is just not something that appeals to me. So I'm gonna try to tag a summit today. Hey, bear. So Foresty told me that he might still be going for the plane wreck, but that trip was really on the edge of my comfort zone. It was really cool meeting up with like a successful YouTuber. I got to pick his brain and yeah, it gave me some really good ideas for my channel. When you're hiking through the fog like this, you kind of lose all sense of how far you've come, and the whole experience starts to feel just kind of dreamlike in a way. Hey, bear. Well, that's where we're headed. I don't know how it's gonna go with the snow. It really depends on how deep the snow is and how loose the rock is underneath. So that is a rock glacier, which is something I didn't know existed until I came to the Yukon. Basically, it's a huge chunk of ice buried under the earth. I'll be the first to admit that that was kind of sketchy. I got off route and wound up on some section that was a lot steeper than I wanted to be on. And that's kind of why I felt like I had to keep going. I wanted to get on this side of the ridge line, which is going to be a lot easier to descend. And yeah, I just kind of put my head down and stopped paying attention to where I was going and got off route. Definitely not what we want to be doing on a day like today, but the summit is just right here in front of me. So I think we're going to tag it really quick, but I want to get the heck out of here. Oh, rain. Uh-oh. Oh, I love snow. My pantry is just full of backpacking meals, so my diet is going to be kind of strange for the next few days, but that's okay. I want to rename my channel. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and actually when I chose the name Max Out Fun, I didn't say it out loud. And I remember distinctly the first time, like after I had my channel set up, after I had registered my domain and reserved all my social media sites, the first time I said it out loud, I just kind of went like, ugh. It just like made me cringe on the inside. And I still feel like Max Out Fun is just awkward. And when I say it to people, they're just kind of like, wait, what? So if you have any ideas, let me know. Throw them in the comments down below. Ideally, it would be a name that another channel doesn't have already. So I'm out here shooting a time lapse of the Northern Lights, and it looks absolutely epic through my SLR camera. And of course you can barely see anything through my iPhone, which is what this is, but I just wanted to tell you that the reality is somewhere in between this and the other time lapse. Yeah, it's kind of just like a green glow. It moves faster than I thought it would, and you see kind of rays streaming down, but it's very faint. And I guess if there was more solar activity, it would be less faint, but I just wanted to be real with you guys. If you come out here, you're not going to see anything like what I'm capturing on this camera, because this camera has better eyes than I do apparently, but it's still very beautiful and worth seeing. It's just pretty subtle. Since I've been in northern Canada and Alaska, I've really struggled to keep my batteries charged. I'm going to have to go to a campground to charge up my batteries pretty soon here, but I'm trying to stretch it a little bit further, which is why I'm using the backpacking stove this morning. There should be a nice weather window for a hike tomorrow, and actually the sun is supposed to come out tomorrow too, so as long as I park somewhere in full sun, I might be able to get even a couple more days before I have to go to a campground or find an outlet.